The Greater Rockford Chamber of Commerce hosts its 2025 Power Conference, awarding honorees who lead with purpose to create change in the region.
At the annual conference, WIFR reporter Alyssa Kelly met with an award recipient recognized as the Emerging Leader of the Year.
Yeah, Cindy, Daniel, I attended this same conference actually last year, and this time around I learned many women in business feel empowered to become leaders in the region because of the resources and mentors who are available to them. Claps and cheers fill the walls of the embassy suites as hundreds of women gather to empower one another.
It's all about women in leadership.
The Greater Rockford Chamber of Commerce annual Power Conference not only showcases women leaders in the region, but recognizes the ones creating change.
When you have this many women leaders in one room, you can just see the magic happening. This is an amazing platform for women to just think about what they might want to do in their careers and have plenty of support as they take that step.
Supports from other women, teaching each other how to become successful in the world of business.
Several of the speakers mentioned how important it is to surround yourself with mentors, positive thinkers, others who have the skills that maybe you don't. By surrounding yourself with the right people, you can elevate yourself, elevate your business.
Be the change that you know you can be, even if it's scary.
I spoke with Paige Gors-Lindberg, the Emerging Leader of the Year recipient. The Rockford native is a first-generation attorney at AGHL Law.
The Emerging Leader Award is really important because it recognizes that piece of you that maybe you don't always recognize in yourself. It gives you that confidence and reaffirms that you can do this.
She adds young women in corporate spaces can be intimidating, but the right leaders can lead you in the right direction.
Just because you're at the beginning of your career doesn't mean that you aren't worthy of speaking up or voicing opinions, having great new ideas. So just really lean into that and be comfortable being yourself.
3 other Women in Business awards were given out too, including Woman Business Owner of the Year, Excellence in Leadership, and Community Hero.
This year's luncheon portion of the conference also featured a dynamic panel discussion with regional leaders, all who shared their experiences leading through change and opportunity.